And the individual that made that statement to me has never come one time to any soul winning, no matter what day, night, or week. And by the way, we've had it on just about every day of the week. Brother Jeff, am I correct on that? We've had Saturday, we've had Sunday, we've had Monday, Tuesday. We've gone out soul winning all different times. We do have a set time on Wednesday night. I understand if that's hard for people to make. I'm not against that at all. Hey, news flash. You can go soul winning anytime you want. You can go Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Man, go on stinking the second Thursday of the fourth Friday of the third week of the year. I don't stinking care when you go. It's not about organizational when we all get together and bump elbows and hoorah. It's about you going out and you say, well, you must have started laughing, preacher. No. I went, well, man, yeah. I said, well, I said, you know what, I'm different than a lot of guys, and I know that a lot of guys go soul in on Saturday. I said, but I like to give people at least a little. I said, we live in a fast-paced society. That's what I said. We live in a fast-paced society, man. I mean, I don't know about you, but, I mean, I'm a preacher, and I feel like I'm running 450 miles an hour all the time, all the stinking time. And I said, and I figure everybody else has got to be the same way, much more than me. I said, I just figured maybe that they could just spend a little bit of time on Saturday at home, I don't know, crushing apples or going to the cider mill or taking their kids out on four-wheelers or any number of other things. Just having a break. I said, I think God kind of wants us to do that. You say, well, that's what Sunday's for. Man, Sunday we're busy. Everybody's working in the ministry. And I know you get a little time in the afternoon, but... And I just kind of said, so that's kind of why I don't do it, but I hope you find it. And I gave them the name, 3 or 4 places. I don't know if any of them churches have Saturday soul winning or not. I just said, here's a couple places. You know what that says to me? Unconcerned. There's souls everywhere around here. There's people all over. It's not about when we do this or when we do that. And by the way, I don't have any issue with anybody. You know what I said? I said, hope you don't find another place. Why? Why would you say that? Man, I like them. They're members. I love them. Want them to be here. This is the house of God. This is where we worship together. They did say, though, that I was the best preacher they'd ever heard. Well, that always helps. When you, after you cut me, if you at least put a little ointment in there, it helps. We could go several. Unconcerned, uncommitted. You'll like this one. Unpaid monies. Unpaid monies. Not giving our tithes and offering. I'm not preaching about money. Unbending men. That doesn't mean men, it means men and women. Unbending. What do you mean? Unbending. No prayer. Unconfessed misconduct. That's all under the people. Here's the crux. Here's the closing. The pagan are also in there. The people will be judged, but so will the pagan, Brother Joe. And when I read that text, you know what it says? Here's sort of the thought that you'll get from that scripture. God may judge you and chastening may come, but it's only going to last for a short time. Right? But the sinner is going to last for eternity. It first began at us. What shall the end of that group out there? What's their end going to be? Hey, judgment may come to you, Brother Cass, and it may last a week, a month, or 10 years. But eventually, it's all going to end because you're going to be in heaven. But the sinner is going to be eternally judged. Wow. We ought to think about that for a minute. Hey, I know it looks like they're having fun, and they probably are to some degree because there's always pleasure in sin. Someday they won't be anymore. Eternally. And I know it doesn't look like we might be having that much fun, and it may be hard, and if judgment does come to the house of God, I pray that it doesn't, but if it does, I know that one day it'll end. I'll be there. Let's have every head bowed and every eye closed this morning. In the quietness of the moment and the closing parts of this service, let me ask you this morning.